In our industry, we're pushed to do more with less. Less time, less budget, less room for errors. All while still spending too many hours on manual work. This is exactly why we built Bluebeam Max, your super tool for an AI-powered world. If you spend any amount of your time looking at drawings, coordinating with trades, managing installations, or reviewing markup data in Bluebeam, then Max is designed for you. I'm Luke. I lead the product team here at Bluebeam, and we're so excited to show you what we've been working on. In this short tour, I'll show you how Max gives you big picture clarity on complex project documents, bridges the gap between 2D drawings and 3D models, and strengthens design reviews with AI. All right, let's take a look at stitching. Stitching allows you to combine multiple parts of a project into a single continuous view. Let me show you how it works. When I start out in review, I can go to each respective page and mark the regions that I want to stitch. I then go through and I set the match lines. Once the match lines are set and the regions are defined, I just simply select Stitch Drawings, and Review is going to magically bring all of those parts together onto a single view. This is going to allow me to do a takeoff across that whole page, or maybe I want to see all the material related to the project there. Also, because those match lines and regions are just markups, I can easily transfer those to other disciplines or other parts of the project. I also am not limited to this being heavy civil. If I happen to be working on a project in which any material spans across any 2 pages, I can just stitch those together. This tool provides you the ultimate level of flexibility to seeing all your project information in a single view. Let's take a look at the new Magic Markups in Max. Now, the Magic Markups are made up of 3 separate tools: the Offset tool, the Convert To tool, and the Duplicate As tool. Let's start with the Offset tool. Now imagine you need to do an installation, and you want to make sure that you're providing the right documentation for exactly where something's supposed to be located. In this case, we know that there's something to be installed exactly 36 inches off the floor and 22 inches off that right door jamb. To use that, I'll press O on my keyboard to bring up the Offset tool. It's set as an offset as a line, and I'll just key in 3 feet. Now, when I hover over any of the lines, I just click, and they'll make a line exactly 3 feet from that other markup. Let's do that again off the door jamb. Select Offset, change the Offset As to a line, change the distance to 22 inches. And just like that, I have that exact point right on that wall, exactly 36 inches off the floor and 22 inches off the door jamb. The new Offset tool is used for shop drawings, as-builts, and describing exactly how material needs to be installed on the job site. Let's take a look at the Convert To and Duplicate As tools, also part of the Magic Markups in Max. Let's take this example. I've got 2 area measurements that are placed. Both are carpet. Now, I already have the area measurements. What I'd like to do is also measure the baseboards, maybe the wall area for drywall, and also the ceilings. To do that, I'm just a few clicks away. Go to my tool chest, select flooring, and hold down Control and Alt, and just click. Maybe I want to select the wall type, same thing. Hold down the Control key and Alt, and click. Do that again for the ceiling. You can now create multiple markups with just a single click using the underlying markup or geometry. You don't have to just go from measurement tools to other measurement tools. You can go from non-measurements to measurements or vice versa. These are the new Convert and Duplicate tools as part of the Magic Markups in Max. All right, let's take a look at another example. It's common for our customers to need to compare 2 documents, specifically text. These could be specs, submittals, contracts, vendor quotes, whatever it might be. AI is perfect for that type of analysis, and I can do that with Max. Let me show you how it works. I've got these 2 versions of a script reference. There's some differences between the 2, and I'm not exactly sure which ones. I'm just going to simply prompt into Claude, using the integration on the active PDFs, compare the 2 documents. On the second document, I want you to highlight all of the changes between the 2 documents and provide a description of these changes in the comments of the highlight. Let's just let it run. I'll now prompt it for the second document. And just like that, I've got now highlights in my markups list with a clear comment of the description of the changes between document 1 and document 2, all with just a single prompt. This is the power of Max. Let's talk about finding issues before they become issues. This is exactly why we built Smart Review within Max. This allows you to upload your project documents, scan them for any potential issues related to the document health, the grid lines, or even the door schedule. We can see if all the doors that are listed in the schedule are also listed on the drawings, or all the doors on the drawings are also in the schedule. Same with all the drawing numbers and drawing names. To use it, I just head up to Batch, select Smart Review, name the review, add in my files, and select Continue. At this point, I can take a look at a dashboard that's going to list out all of the potential issues on this drawing. It's broken down by various categories and disciplines. I can then go and navigate to the drawings themselves and see the actual issues. If needed, I can export those documents and open them up in Review. And you'll notice that all those issues, they're all now Bluebeam markups with metadata in the markups list. This will allow you to pre-flight your design reviews and find issues before they become issues. Sticking with the theme of finding issues before they become issues, sometimes you need to be able to compare two revisions of the same sheet set. That's where Smart Overlay comes in. Let me show you Smart Overlay. I'm going to go up to Batch and select Smart Overlay. Then I'm going to name the overlay. I'm going to load in my first set of files and then my second set of files and select Continue. From there, I'll be directed to the interface that allows me to view the two different revisions. I can see the percent difference between the two and scroll through the various disciplines represented across the sheet sets. You'll notice that the differences between the two are overlay between red and green, allowing me to easily identify the differences between the two sets. Smart Overlay and Smart Review are both designed to help you find issues before they become issues, both now in preview in Max. I also want to show you something that will vastly improve the way in which your teams coordinate between 2D drawings and 3D models in Revit. This is the new Connected Sessions to Revit. This is where you can start a studio session, add your markups in that session, be it on Review, web, or our mobile applications, and have those markups automatically tied back to the model and appear directly within 3D. When you're in Revit, you can also set statuses and reply to markups. That live updates across all the markups directly within the studio session. This is going to bridge the gap on your teams between your 3D modelers working day-to-day on your BIM and also your teams possibly in the field or your outside collaborators needing to provide comment on that model itself. This is all now available in Max as part of the Connected Studio Sessions to Revit. We really do believe Max will transform the way in which we design and build our world in a new AI reality. And we're just getting started. We've seen what the future of Max can hold, and all I can say is, wow. Thanks for watching. Scan the QR code to learn more, and we can't wait to see what you're going to build with Max.